Profits, baby.
You want to sit there?
Chill out. You good? Alright. So it's Monday morning. The birds are chirping. The birds are yawning. Having a nice walk with my bro. Gonna head down to the pool. Get a few lengths in before we tune back into the London Open. Battery just died in the camera. It was up late last night. Didn't charge it. That's alright. But what I was gonna say is, you know, in the UK, you know, when you've got when it's like 15 degrees, you've got people like this. They're out with their t-shirts. They're like, yeah, it's flipping up, mate. Gordon Bennett. Whoa, it's really 30-something degrees. So leave him in the wife beater. All right. He's allowed to wear it. But yeah, man. Starting the week right, man. Gold done a madness today. Woke up, see gold's at $3,100. You know, the attacks with Yemen, Israel, these things is escalating gold price, and it will continue to do so, because any time an economy is seen unstable or performing poorly, commodities are always going to do quite well and over deliver, and that's what we're seeing with gold. Gold has been pushing and pushing and pushing. Shout out Bosco. There's been no pullback, the bullback. It's just strictly bullback. Yeah, Bitcoin dropped over 3,000 pips over the weekend. That was also nice. We was able to catch the shorts. Shout out to the members. You guys can see some of the profits on the screen here. These guys were able to copy the trades, which meant that it's risk-free for them, or time-free, hassle-free. That's what I should say, because there's always a risk involved, right? But it's hassle-free, and that's what's important here. Being able to put them in a position where they don't have to tune into the phone. They don't have to, you know, watch out for a message or a notification. They can just copy with, you know, a few simple clicks, subscribe to my profile, and just let the good times roll. So yeah, shout out to everyone who took those Bitcoin trades over the weekend. And yeah, man, let's see what this week presents. Like I said, gonna go for a swim. I need to go shopping, take Judy food shopping. It's Eid right now, so yeah, I need to go do some food shopping. And also going Colombia. So I'll be sure to probably need to buy another battery, you know. But yeah, I'll be sure to keep you guys posted in the next coming vlogs that you guys will see as well. Looking at some short stock markets just opened. JP Morgan is pushing back up.
For the day. Means that the banking today are doing their banking sheets, the P&L sheets. So they've tightened all of their lending, loans, and all of this, and funding. Yeah. Then tomorrow they'll get back to loaning funds out, capitals, bonds, all of this. I've got a gap on Deutsche Bank for 2 pips, bruv.
Profits, baby. It's been a good day. I mean, we haven't finished yet, but we've got we've closed out all positions. We've got just under $6,000, which I will put on the screen so you guys can see it. And it's a new strategy that we've been testing out. The thing that's always evident is patience. If you're patient, opportunities come your way. If you're not patient, then you kind of blow the gasket. So we've been patient, which, you know, as you guys can see, sometimes it means doing press ups, it means throwing water bottles, it means just trying to take your mind off of things. But hey, man, let's see if we can get to 10K. No rush, no stress. Bounced up on it here. Came down here.
Tommy's taken over the vlog for the minute. Quick speech.
if that's what you call it. So not many people actually, do you know what, the more people that I speak to, especially with the type of investments, let's say, the people that I deal with, it's really crazy to me, these people that have 7 figures, let's say, even 8 figures, even some of these guys are not actually prepared or have a true understanding of the QFS, which is the quantum financial system. And if anybody knows who I am, let's say on Instagram, I actually posted about this stuff back in 2020, warning people that we are going into the QFS, quantum financial system, which actually involves a lot more than what people think. So for example, we have the Treasury, the US Treasury. They're currently taking humongous amounts of pallets of cash. Each pallet is between 25, you've got 25 M's and you've got 100 M's from central banks all across the globe. And basically what's happening right now is the US Treasury are taking back these pallets of cash on a contracted basis. And obviously there's let's say certain ways that you have to do it. But the key point here, without going on too quick and too long, the Treasury are taking back the United States dollars cash, pallets that's dotted all around the world. You would have no idea. You'd have absolutely no idea. And now I want to ask you something. What do you think that they're doing with this cash? Why are they taking back these pallets of cash? Of 100 million per pallet. Bear in mind, in the UAE we have about over 100,000 pallets of cash here in the UAE. And that's just one place. You've got Turkey that's got maybe 30,000 pallets. So basically what is happening, the Treasury is taking back the cash so they can cut the cash out of circulation. What does this mean for the markets? The markets will crash. Why will the markets crash? Because they need to move over to the QFS. QFS roughly is around about 2026. It will happen suddenly overnight when you get these blackouts. And during these blackouts, the market will crash and be re-evaluated. So you probably heard of Trump saying about the gold standard. He's not talking about gold physically. He's talking about, bear in mind, JP Morgan 1930, gold is the real money. Everything else is credit. If I give you £10 right now, it's a banknote. You hand that to somebody else. They then hand that to somebody else. It's credit. There's no such thing as money. Gold is money. Gold is also the only commodity, or let's say derivative, that is accrued over time. So with this information being said, the biggest thing to do right now is prepare for the QFS, the quantum financial system. Everything will be digital. This is why they broke down the economies. There will be more economy breakdowns this year as well. 25 will be a lot worse than 24, I can tell you that. If you ain't prepared for it mentally, you're gonna get fucked. You're gonna get fucked. So in that sense, when we move on to the quantum financial system and everything is digital, bear in mind Bitcoin's a fucking, if you knew who made Bitcoin, you'd get rid of it. A lot of people say that as well. Do your own research. If you knew who made Bitcoin, you'd get rid of it. It's the most evil, disgusting thing ever made. But of course, for people like retailers on a speculative level, make some money. So that's why sheep hype about it, and they follow the other trends. You know, I guess what's next in the trend? It's the next thing that people follow. I know that. But that being said, we're moving on to the quantum financial system in 2026, and do your research, get prepared for it, because right now there is a humongous amount of pallets being bought right now, and they will cut the cash out of circulation. So that's when we'll get the market crash.